everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing well. So as you can see, we have 3 groups to choose from, and as you probably noticed from the title, this is going to be a reading about your next love interest, the person who's coming into your life. So your next boyfriend, your next girlfriend, whatever the case may be. So pause the video if you need more time. We've got Fool's Gold first. We've got green calcite, I want to say, second. And we've got the labradorite third. Okay, you can choose from the thumbnail or the stones or both, or however you want to choose. Now remember, it is a general reading. It won't resonate completely with everybody, but just take what resonates and forget what doesn't. Energies can be vice versa or interchangeable, so keep that in mind. And we're going to get started with group 1. I'd like to take a moment to thank everyone who has ordered private readings from me. If you'd like one, $20 for a video recorded reading sent to your email. One more day that's going to be going on, so get in on that if you want that. I could even do this reading for you if you'd like. Just tell me what kind of reading you want. Also, if you watched the what would they do if they got you a loan reading that I uploaded a few days ago, there are extended versions of that reading over on Patreon. You can watch that for as little as $1. It supports the channel, and also I get to get a little bit more in depth with it over there, because you know Patreon is different from YouTube, and so it's not as restricted. So that being said, group 1. Now I did not mean to pre-shuffle. I actually recorded your reading already, but it recorded in vertical mode, so I didn't want it like that. I wanted it in horizontal mode so you guys could see it better, obviously. So yeah, you're gonna have pre-shuffled cards. And with that being said, what are the 2 cards that came out first for you guys as to your person of interest, the next one you're going to be with? We're gonna get some traits as well, many oracle cards too. So we've got the Gentleman, which I really liked and liked for you guys. We've got the Old Soul. Okay, so this is obviously, I mean, self-explanatory. This is somebody that's going to be a gentleman or a lady. An old soul, they could be older, but we're going to take it technically to mean like an old soul. Okay, so whether they're younger or older, they just have something about them that is wise, strong, responsible, courageous, hero, confident, and experienced, and something a little bit more sophisticated and romantic, with the Gentleman being respectful, elegant, honorable, gentle, strong, provider, enduring love, and graceful leadership. I am getting the southern energy of like a southern black man. I knew this kid when I was a little kid. Obviously, when I was a little kid, I knew this kid. And he was from the South, and he came to the classroom. And I remember everybody just loved him because he would dress up to come to school, and he was such a southern gentleman, and he had his cute little accent. And that's kind of what I'm envisioning, like the grown-up version of that person. For some of you, that's how this person's going to look, and how this person's going to be. Bottom line, though, these are the cards coming out for group 1. So far we're off to a good start. We've got some Leo energy with that. And yeah, sorry about that interruption. And yeah, that's what I was saying. So let's get into the next cards that I pulled. The next cards that I pulled for you guys, Kate Bush and Joni Mitchell. Okay, so if you're here for a feminine or a female, they could resemble either one of these ladies. Even if it's a male here, there could be something about these cards that are a clue as to who this person is or what they're going to look like. I mentioned that Kate Bush had a song that she actually made in the 80s but got repopularized recently on Stranger Things. So I feel like for some, you might want to listen to that. Could have additional details about who this person is, but either way, this is a mysterious person. Let go of the mystery. Never let go of the mystery, rather, is what she's saying. She's saying cultivate nostalgia for what never was. And then I talked about in my first recording of this that people should look into the law of assumption, revision, because your past and the story you tell about your past creates your future and creates your present. So if you don't like the way things went in the past, you can revise it. And you should do that and change that story about your past. And you can cultivate nostalgia. So like if you had a bad childhood, you can cultivate nostalgia for what never was, the childhood that you idealized and would have preferred. You'd be amazed how that will send a ripple effect energetically through your life and improve your present. The arrows of desire are sometimes dipped in poison. So this is somebody that's going to be a little weary. This is a very romantic person is what I got, but they're not stupid. They have been burned in the past, and so they understand that desire is a double-edged sword. They could be an air sign. I'm picturing the Ace of Swords. Joni Mitchell, I don't know what sign she is. I want to say she's a Scorpio. I don't know Kate Bush's sign. Look it up if you want to, but these are the energies coming through for those that like to know the signs. And with Joni Mitchell, we've got learn to write in your own blood, which is a very intense thing to say. So that scorpionic for me, that's about making a blood oath, right? Very much about commitment and sticking to something that you commit to. So that's the kind of person this is. And then it says some things need confessing, others are better left unsaid. I got some more King of Swords energy with that, which is somebody that knows when to hold back and when to speak up. Okay, so but this person isn't going to spill the beans about everything. We already saw with this card over here that this person is a fan of mystery. That could be a fan of mystery novels, mystery movies, or just in general, they're mysterious. They have a mysterious aura. They're not going to tell you everything all the time, everything that's on their mind. So know that. And then we've got never lose sight of the miraculous. But there is an abundance and a creativity to this person's mind, and maybe to the way that they keep their house. Just something about them is very I want to say fanciful, but also just imaginative and rich and abundant. Okay. So never lose sight of the miraculous. This is somebody that believes in miracles, okay? Somebody like that. This is a hopeful person. And then the next cards that came out for you guys with this is Plato and Queen Victoria, okay? So I don't know what zodiac sign Plato is because he was around a really long time ago. I don't know if anybody knows what zodiac sign he is, but Queen Victoria was a Gemini, and her beloved Albert was a Virgo. So I need to take this, and I will be right back with you guys. Okay, I'm back. Group 1. All right, so what was I saying? I was talking about Prince Albert and Queen Victoria's signs. Let's get into Plato here. Plato is very philosophical, and on the card it talks about at the touch of a lover, everyone becomes a poet. So a very poetic energy with this person, creative, artistic, romantic. It feels like this person's love language or top love language, one of the top love languages anyway, would be physical touch. Next, it says, love is simply the name for the desire and the pursuit of the whole. And the madness of love is the greatest of heaven's blessings. So this person sees love first of all, this person loves the idea of love. Because they are romantic, they're interested in love, which is a good thing. If you want a romantic relationship with someone, then you want them to be comfortable with the notion of love. That you want them to appreciate love, and this person appreciates love. But they understand too that it is like many things. It's the desire, and it's also the pursuit of the whole, to become one with the universe through another person. So it's pretty deep stuff. And also that there is a certain madness to love, but that even that is a blessing. With the Queen Victoria card, we have, I would venture to warn against too great intimacy with artists. It is very seductive and a little dangerous. So that could be a warning too from your guides if this person is too romantic or artistic. Maybe be a little cautious. But what I said in the first time I recorded this is that I felt like that's this person talking. That they know their limitations or their tendencies to get carried away romantically and things like that. So this person is careful. They are a practical person despite being very romantic. They're not untethered or anything. This person's a pillar of their community. This person has some power to them. This person is, I'm hearing, on high. They're not on the level of Queen Victoria and Albert, but they probably are very well-to-do in their own right. We did get that this person is wealthy. So for a lot of you, this person does very well for themselves financially. And I do feel like this person has power to them. So they are going to be kind of cautious, even though they are very romantic and creative. If somebody is, also very romantic, creative, or even a literal artist, or just plain seductive, then they're going to have their guard up a little bit more toward that, even if they resonate with that. And then we've got no girl would go to the altar if she knew all. So this is talking about somebody that is a confirmed bachelor or confirmed bachelorette. Okay, so It could be that this person is that way, or they were married before and they learned their lesson. That doesn't mean this person's averse to being married, but this person is talking as if they had been married before. Also, it's about somebody, if they hadn't been married before, that has some pretty strong reservations about marriage, especially if you're here for a feminine. And then the important thing is not what they think of me, but what I think of them. So this is somebody that knows their power, knows their worth. If they're a boss, I'm hearing they can rule with an iron fist. That'll apply to some more than others. But bottom line is that this person knows that their words carry weight, and that, their words carry more weight than other people. So, like, yeah, they're aware of that. And so they think that, what they think is more important than some other people. And it could be talking about, frenemies or people that they don't get along with. It doesn't necessarily have to be talking about the whole, but that's what's coming through. We got these cards as well, which made sense with the other cards. Actually, these came out first before the Queen Victoria and Plato card, which is the God card. So the light attributes of that, the good thing about this card is benevolence or goodness and compassion, recognizing the eternal force within yourself and others. So this is a spiritual person. They could be Christian, Muslim, or some other religious affiliation. They could just be plain spiritual. They could be into quantum physics, which is not very different from spirituality anymore. They just come across as being that way, having strong morals and values. The flip side of this card can be despotism, cruelty, using power to control people. So we already saw kind of a hint of that attitude with the important thing is not what they think of me, but what I think of them. So this person could have that attitude sometimes. I didn't get that by and large, like overall, as a strong concern in this reading. But they do have that potential because with great power comes great responsibility. So this person could use their power to control people if they wanted to, or they could be affiliated with somebody like that with the Knight card. So some of them are really into their religion, and even though religion as a whole, like conventional traditional religion especially historically, has been detrimental or hurtful to the masses in certain kind of ways, people are still really loyal to it despite that. And this could be one of those people, but not for everybody watching. But I have to say it because that's what's coming through for someone. But we've got some more romantic and nice energy here with the Knight. It's talking about loyalty, romance, chivalry, a love of honor. So this is somebody that pulls out chairs, holds doors, offers their coat, things like that. Brings the flowers, brings the chocolate. Traditional roles is at play here, romantic. And the flip side of that is an allegiance to a destructive ruler or principle. So again, that was what I was talking about. Potential there for them to be allied with something that is not helpful. And romantic delusions. So this person could get carried away with romantic delusions, daydreams, wearing rose-colored glasses, or this is something they did in the past. And for some, that is something they did in the past and got burned. But some of them honestly didn't learn their lesson. So you could expect that maybe this person could be a little delusional, romantically speaking. But if they're delusional over you, and it's a good thing and it's positive, it means they treat you better. Then I don't know what's wrong with that necessarily, but you should know that because that's coming out. We've also got Prince here. So romantic charm and potential for power. Again, another romance-based card. Again, talking about power. So some of them, if they haven't come into their power yet, if they are still in the Knight energy and they're not a king yet, a lot of them already are, or half king, half knight, and they're still like in the process of becoming. They have that potential for power though. And the shadow attribute of that is using power for self-aggrandization, using their power to make themselves look or be like bigger or better, or to feed into an arrogance or to feed into their ego. That's a possibility too with this, but mostly, again, I feel like this is a benevolent person. The majority of these cards are really positive, so this is a romantic, charming person that just has a tendency to be powerful as well. I think they're aware of the pitfalls of power, and I think they try to keep that in check and do a pretty good job of it. The cards that came out from my traits deck here, we got Beta. That also leads me to think that this person is a little softer around the edges, a little bit more thoughtful, compassionate, and social, because they're not that type A or alpha energy. even though they're powerful, they're not really rigid or anything. And they could be a blood type B, because blood type Bs are said to be people who have very romantic tendencies and tend to be very like social and tend to be heartbreakers even, because they're very attractive and romantic. So keep that in mind. We've got wavy hair. And that came across too because the two tarot cards that I got for you guys last time was the Two of Swords and the Star, which we'll get into in a moment. But I was noticing that he has wavy hair, so your person could have, she does as well, have hair like that. So wavy hair. We also got Rebel. Okay, and so Rebel goes along with the Star card, Aquarian energy, somebody that doesn't mind being different, in this case actively pursues being different, standing out from the crowd and things like that. I feel like they are a cooperative person for the most part and good with people, but they do have those things that they are staunch in, things that they are stubborn about, or things that they rebel against, and the things that they stand for. We've got dramatic. So whether this person's dramatic on purpose or just naturally has a flair, I tend to feel like this person just looks or dresses or has an aura of drama about them that they don't necessarily mean to have. They could be a Leo, they don't have to be, or a fire sign. Moon in Libra, Cancer, Sagittarius also coming through, but there's something dramatic. We've got open-minded here. So this person is open-minded. They're not rigid in a lot of things. I think they just have a few things that they're rigid about, or that they just really strongly believe in. I think that's pretty common in like most people. Then we've got wealthy. So this person has money, or they're coming into money, but I tend to stand like by the card. Like everything in this reading to me speaks of power and wealth. So this is a wealthy, powerful person. We've got the Two of Swords, which is the Moon in Libra. So they could have Moon in Libra, which is somebody that is very balanced, very harmonious, somebody that cares a lot about thinking things through, making the right decision, doing the fair and right thing. They can be cold and withdrawn at times. I feel like this person isn't cold and withdrawn with you. I feel like because some of the cards that came out showed us that this person wants to rendezvous, a private getaway for two of you is calling you. So when this person withdraws, they're not going to withdraw from you, at least not all the time. Like they're going to include you in their private time. Since this is a public figure for some of you, or they hold a position of power, their private time is sacred to them. They really need that to recharge and to balance themselves out. And again, this person cares about balance and things like that. So that's important to them. They could be facing some sort of decision or some sort of dilemma. I feel like this person comes up against hard decisions. And so you're going to notice that about this person, that they have to make tough choices. So they have to really reflect on things, and they can have an internal struggle as a result of that with that Two of Swords. This is somebody that can appear at times guarded or defensive, maybe because they're just always in the state of trying to make tough decisions. So their body language could be a bit closed off a little bit, maybe representing or reflecting that Queen Victoria energy, because she was said to be like that. And so that's what we're getting with that. And I think this person is kind of feels uncertain and indecisive about things sometimes. A little bit divided, and I just think that this person, I'm getting like furrow. They could have a furrowed brow, or like strong 11 lines between their eyes, because they think a lot, think something like that as well. And I feel like this person probably works in law or medicine or some other field that requires them to make hard decisions, to deliberate. They could be a judge. They could somebody that has to deal with opposing points of view and like even it out or figure it out. And so this person can be very like impartial and fair. And they have a really strong sense of justice with that Libra moon energy. But this is somebody that's going to make you also do that. Like this is somebody that influences the people around them to really weigh their options carefully and be balanced in their perspective and in their decision making. So you're going to notice that that's a clue about this person and who they are. But again, we've got this kind of dreamy and romantic energy with the star energy. This person is forward looking. I think this person does think about the past as well. But I feel like a lot of them have made peace with their past. They could talk to you about that. With the star energy, this is the energy of somebody that makes people feel good. The way that they communicate makes people feel good. They could have a really nice sounding voice, but don't have to. They're just an energy of somebody that puts on a show, and it could be an entertainer, but whatever they do, they care very much about serving people in that way, like making other people happy, giving people what they need and want. So kind of like a people pleaser energy to a certain extent. But they can be aloof, they can be distant. Again, I feel like this is the way that they balance themselves out. But this is an inspiring and hopeful energy. I think this person is like a ray of light or starlight here, with this being the star card. They do have this type of like tranquility to themselves as well sometimes, but they have beautiful skin, I feel, or they're just radiant in some other way, because they have a lot going on within them. So maybe at first sight you won't recognize the conflictedness that they sometimes have over the reasons why I talked about a moment ago, but you might just think they look very calm and contained and very placid and harmonious, but deep inside, they do have this conflict. It's not all the time. They're not running around with this deep conflict all the time, but this other side of their personality is this more calm and harmonious, even gentle and soothing energy, and they do have like a comforting, uplifting energy about them, and like a subtle glow to their skin is what I keep getting. Their skin is good, and that this person is optimistic and uplifting, and they're calming, and they're all the things that we associate with the star energy. So they just have this ability deep inside to be positive, see the bright side of things. They're the light at the end of the tunnel. So there's somebody that will wish upon a star that goes along with that romantic energy. And this person's just like, that's how they keep themselves emotionally stable. So this is just like an inspirational person. Whatever they can do, like profession-wise, to be inspirational, it doesn't matter what they do, because they bring inspiration regardless to whatever profession that they choose. And it's something about expressing creativity, being innovative, having a positive impact on other people. This is the type that makes others and will make you feel assured and feel guided and inspired by them and their path. So that's going to rub off on you, that optimism and their hopefulness for a better future, and just their presence in your life is going to be provide you with a lot of hope and a lot of faith, even in the most difficult of times. We got the soulmate card. You have found your romantic counterpart. So this is going to be a soulmate, a romantic counterpart, which is very lovely. And we've got the fearless love card, a courageous leap into the unknown. So I feel like that's going to take some courage on your part when you meet a soulmate. They often do trigger you or inspire very strong feelings in you, which takes courage to deal with, to acknowledge, to process, because it's not something that happens every day. But also I got that this is an unexpected connection. So in that way, then it could require fearlessness, because maybe you're very different, or there's something about it that's unexpected, catches one or both of you unawares, by surprise, and sometimes when that happens, you're knocked off kilter a little bit, so you have to have courage to continue to go forward and take that leap of faith. Also, I felt like that fearless love referred to the rendezvous card. Somebody could be feeling like nervous about inviting the other one over to have private time, or just to go on that date or make that phone call. So that's what I'm getting for you guys. Thank you for bearing with me, for going so fast through the reading. But like I said, I've done it already once before, and so I had already known what was going to come out, so that's good and helps things to go more efficiently. But for groups 2 and 3, I'm going to pull the cards on camera, since that was what I was originally planning to do. And you can stick around for groups 2 and 3 if you'd like to, if you feel drawn. Otherwise, thank you for tuning in. Just take what resonates and forget what doesn't. Check out the playlist linked down below if you want another reading. And if you'd like a private reading, my contact information, as always, is beneath the video, or beneath the video in the description box down below. So we're going to get started with group 2. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome group 2. Thanks for tuning into your reading. So let's go ahead and get started, and I'm going to use the Divine Masculine deck, and we're going to find out Who is coming next in love for you, group 2? Who's going to be your next girlfriend, ex-boyfriend, your next love partner? So for everyone who chose the green calcite, who is going to be their next love partner? We've got ordinary guy, and at the bottom of the deck we have the manifester. Okay, we got boss underneath there for honorable mention, and these are the cards coming out for you. So your next person, ordinary guy or gal, depending on who you're here for. So normal, nice, likable, practical joker, follows society's rules. The treadmill, boring. So at worst, you know, this card represents like shadow and light attributes, like the good and the bad. And so most of those are good. Normal, nice, likable, practical joker, stuff like that. We've got the manifester, original, willpower, genius, communicator, law of attraction, God-given skills. So this person is the type of person that just has a knack for things coming true for them or making things happen. You're probably going to notice that, admire that. It's going to be obvious for the manifester card to come out. They're going to be quite original. Despite being normal, you're like, this person's got like a semi-charmed kind of life. That I'm hearing that song, semi-charmed kind of life. So original person, very smart, good communicator, and knows about the law of attraction, law of assumption, or just uses it very well, whether they know that that's what's happening or not, because they have the God-given skills for it. So let's get into the next deck. I think it's a good person to have on your arm, somebody that just leads a charmed life or is easily able to make things happen for themselves. That's not a bad quality to have. That's pretty good. Tell us more about Group 2's person coming in. We've got Goddess, okay? At the bottom of the deck, Femme Fatale. So strong energy of, like strong feminine energy coming through. Regardless of if you're here for a masculine male or a feminine female. We all have masculine and feminine within us. But either way, this is what's coming through. So a very attractive, sexy individual. So in case you thought this person was going to be boring, maybe they're just one of those people that works like a desk job or seems very ordinary, like a lady in the streets but a freak in the sheets kind of individual, and I'm getting that too. So the good qualities of the Goddess card is the feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, and sensuality. So it's talking about divine feminine energy, the feminine energy being expressed in a divine way through wisdom, being natural, just comfortable in their skin and in their femininity, having that life force within them. They could be very fertile, very sensual. And if it's a masculine, then they're very in touch with their feminine energy, which is good. A lot of masculines are not, and that's a cause for a lot of the issues that at least I see on my channel and in my practice. So this person is not like that. They're in touch with their feminine energy. We've got the flip side of this, exploitation of the female nature and form. So this could be somebody that, you know, has exploited the female form in terms of only dating attractive females or women, has objectified women and their looks before, maybe has dated because somebody is attractive, has let somebody's good looks weigh too heavily on their decision-making process when choosing a partner. But if they're going to be your future partner, then you're obviously attractive, because this person does take into consideration looks maybe more than the next person. But it depends, because that's the shadow attribute, so it just depends on how much they choose to embody that attribute. With the femme fatale, though, I feel like they probably do take that into account, because femme fatale is about, the femme fatale. If you know what that is, this card talks about highlights the erotic energy of the feminine, opens your heart when your dependency is rejected. So this is somebody that could be like a sugar baby kind of person, or in those kind of dynamics. So that's what's coming through with that. But the light attribute of this card is somebody that who could be a sugar baby but wouldn't allow themselves to be, because even if they like people a lot, that, based on how attractive a person is, or they let somebody's attractiveness weigh heavily on their decision making about whether they choose to be with that person or not, they still have some standards and some morals where they are not going to allow themselves to go down that road of allowing themselves to be exploited in that way. Okay, that's kind of interesting, because on this hand, this might, for some, not everybody watching, but for some, this person is maybe somebody that objectifies women or has objectified themselves. But on the other hand, this is saying that even though they could be a sugar baby if they wanted to be, even though they could use their looks to get ahead in the world, they don't, or they stopped doing that. And in the process of not doing that, it has opened their heart. And so, but this is a very erotic energy, a very feminine energy, very sexy energy. Just look at the pictures. They speak 1,000 words. The flip side of the femme fatale energy is inappropriate use of sensuality, attachment to money, and power. So I feel like for some of you, to be honest, because I tell the truth on my channel regardless, that this person has used their looks, their allure, to get ahead in life in some way, shape, or form. But I am feeling that this person, for a lot of you, is learning or has learned the lesson not to do that, because it is something that keeps you closed off from your emotions, and is something that keeps you closed off from real love and genuine intimacy and connection. So we can see that this person is actually a good person and a powerful person. They don't need to rely on others and to provide for them anything. Even if they could use others, this is somebody that has learned their own power and doesn't need to do that or need to do it anymore. But this is a very alluring, sensual, attractive person. So let's get some more cards on this. See what else comes out about your person. I'm getting that somebody, pretty privilege is what I'm getting. So I'm getting that somebody has had pretty privilege and not realized that that has benefited them so much. So it's not necessarily that this person consciously used their good looks to get ahead in any way, or to get, resources or things in life, but they have benefited from pretty privilege, and some of them have recognized that and are like, no, I just want to make it on my own, in my own way, and is just like kind of taking a look at that within themselves. So this person, tell us more. Who is this person coming into Group 2's life? We've got Henry VIII, okay? Gemini energy, and so act like a gentleman and you'll feel like a king. A rose has thorns, cultivate kinder flowers. Loving a great deal means sacrificing a great number, okay? So Henry VIII used and objectified women. That's why he had so many wives. If they didn't fit into the mold that he wanted them to, or when he was done with them, if they couldn't give him the son that he wanted, he would blame them and get rid of them, very literally in most cases, when in actuality it was, his weak sperm that was the problem, let's be honest. But yeah, this is an example of what we're talking about here. Somebody that has used and abused the opposite sex for their own purposes. And this person is talking about, trying to feel like a king, So I feel like this person does have those gentleman qualities, as Henry VIII was said to have had in the first part of his life. You know, he was a good husband and loyal and faithful to his first wife for like 20 years, and then he started to have like urgency to have a son, and for political reasons, and then he got injured, and then his health started to fail, and he just became grouchy and cranky all the time. I mean, there's a lot of reasons. So any of that or none of that can resonate. Some of that is going to resonate for your person of interest. But this is somebody that has realized that they need to be kinder, and they need to change or shift that energy, as I said a moment ago, changing and shifting and recognizing their privilege and how that has not served them or has not served others. So loving a great deal means sacrificing a great number. So this is a heartbreaker type individual. We can see that with the femme fatale. We can see that with the goddess. Very attractive people tend to have a lot of options, and so people get hurt in the process when they're not chosen, and when somebody is attracting a lot of attention and their focus is elsewhere, then that is hurtful to others. And so this is an attitude this person could have, like, yeah, I'm a lover, but I don't, but every rose has its thorn kind of thing. So at the bottom of the deck, we have Britney Spears, Sagittarius energy. And so this is also representing this person coming in. It's kind of interesting. We have Cancer and Sagittarius. And so could be strong in someone's chart, doesn't have to be. What this card is saying is when gambling with love, hedge your bets, okay? So this is kind of like saying, let the chips fall where they may, all's fair in love and war, that kind of a thing. And so acknowledging that love is a gamble. And then we know that Britney Spears doesn't or hasn't hesitated or refrained from taking gambles in love. She definitely has. Okay, and whether they pay off or not, most of the time they have not. So this person maybe has not been lucky in love. So this is a good motivation to change their ways. We've got take the risk of getting hurt, because being in love can be toxic, but the high is amazing. So this is somebody not afraid to put themselves out there, but others of them were just putting themselves out there in a physical sense and letting themselves connect for shallow reasons. And this is about this person learning to put themselves out there even if they're going to get hurt. But they still feel hesitant about that. They still feel like there's something unhealthy or potentially unhealthy in getting too close to someone. Okay? And then it says, trust your family to take care of you when you can't. So somebody that relies on their family, trusts their family, and or is close to their family. So those are some more hints about who this person is. Okay. The bottom of the deck, we've got this guy here, Serge Gainsbourg. And this is somebody that really values beauty highly in themselves or in a partner. Yeah, okay. So there's that. Did we get all of the cards that I need to get? Let's get some tarot cards. And if this is resonating for you, please hit that like button and subscribe if you'd like me to do more readings like this, and to help others that might benefit from this reading to find the reading. That's also helpful. If you'd like a private reading, as I said before, my contact information is down below. $20 for a video recorded reading sent to your email. So check it out. I'm just going to do that for one more day. So tell us who this person is. Tell us more about who this person is. Got a flyer coming out. We've got the World card. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Cups. The World card is Saturnian energy, and the Page of Cups for me is Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius. So the world energy is a very big energy. It is a positive energy. It softens the negative things that were said already in the reading, because it softens the negative cards that it touches or that it comes in contact with. But this person, like I said, they could be one of those signs, and Capricorns do tend to be, successful. The ones that I have known have been quite attractive. They don't necessarily, in my experience, tend to be terribly shallow, though. But this person is no longer that way either for most of you. although they had, and some of them never were, they had the potential to be very shallow and to use people, but once, but they never did, or once they figured out that they were because of their pretty privilege, then they changed their ways, or they're in the process of doing that. But with this world card energy, this is somebody that is very accomplished, very well-rounded. They have a sense of unity with others. There is a sweet nature to them with the Page of Cups. This is somebody that is, like I said, they're accomplished. They have had achievements. As you can see on the card, she's on top of the world. So this is somebody that has elevated themselves, has gone through a journey, and has come out on top. Okay? They could just carry themselves with an air of confidence, like they're content in themselves. I'm hearing calm confidence, and probably has a very good posture. Their appearance is very influenced, because as a worldly person, they could be well traveled, so it could be influenced by different cultures, and that's how you might be able to identify this person. This is a clue about who this person is. You know, they're kind of like a balanced person, like this is a look of satisfaction on this person's face. This is somebody that's emotionally mature. I feel like this person has done a lot of growing. There's still this sweet side to them inside, but in a worldly sense, this person is very emotionally grounded and accomplished. This person could do could be a travel agent, travel for work, be a diplomat, or whatever kind of other profession that allows them to travel. They could be a digital nomad, where they work off their computer so they can go to different places. But they always stay connected to people, even when they're at a distance. There's a sense of understanding about the interconnectedness of the world, and how, you know, everybody influences everybody else. So everybody's you pushed out, everybody's you pushed out. So yeah, that's what's coming through with that. This is somebody too that just has like a broader perspective, see things from a bigger point of view. Their eyes could actually be a little bit farther apart than average, or like, yeah, you might notice that might be something. That said, like in faceology, that when the eyes are a little bit farther apart on somebody, that means that they have a broader viewpoint and a more open mind. When somebody has like smaller eyes and they're closer together, then this is somebody that's more detail oriented. So that's just a little trivia for you. But this person's going to make you feel complete. They're going to make you feel like globally connected. Like through this person, you're going to feel like you know more about the world. You're probably going to travel with this person, learn from their worldly exports and exploits. Forgive me, it's late. But anyway, worldly exploits, and maybe they export in their profession or whatever they do. They could be like in exports or imports or something. But some of them can be immigrants as well. You could meet them when you're traveling, or if you move to a different country or a different place. But this is an inspiring energy, that somebody that wants to help you achieve your goals, and their example is very good for that, and help you to achieve like everything, your professional goals, and make you feel very fulfilled and connected to them. And by being with them, you're going to feel like your own potential, like they're really going to bring out that potential in you as well. It can't be overstated, because it is the world energy, and the world energy is so accomplished that you can't help but be influenced by that energy in the same kind of way, you know, like attracts like. So if you're aligning with this energy, that means that you're on the up and up, like you're accomplishing something, finishing a cycle, graduating from something, or elevating yourself, changing and growing. So this is the energy that you're aligning with. There is this side of this person, and some of them could have a child as well, but this Page of Cups is an imaginative energy, emotionally open. And I did talk about with this card, the femme fatale, that by rejecting being objectified or objectifying others, by rejecting that this person's heart has opened, and this is more evidence of that. This person having a more open heart, creative ideas, artistic expression, emotional depth, and all of those things. And this is just somebody that could even look younger than their age, have like a youthful, dreamy sort of appearance. A romantic sensibility, aura of romance around them. You guys are getting romantic people today, which I like to see. Group 1 did as well. There's something whimsical about this person too, something maybe a little off kilter or innocent about this person that's endearing. You're going to notice that as well. And I feel like this person's like appearance is going to reflect you know, their inner world. So you're going to be able to tell some things about them. They're going to express themselves through their appearance, right? So maybe they're going to do that. It's like, yeah. Because it's a creative energy. Creative people tend to dress a little bit differently, and they just tend to be a little bit more expressive in how they present themselves. So we're getting a sensitive person, an intuitive person, maybe somebody that hasn't fully grown into their intuition, but they're on their way. They have that. And this is an empathetic person, so they're going to be able to put themselves in your shoes and other people's shoes, and they are somebody that is willing to go there with their emotions and explore their emotions in creative and imaginative ways. So this person's probably a good listener. Their friends can count on them to listen. They could be like a counselor or something like that. They could be just somebody that thrives in a childlike environment, maybe with children, or where they can explore and express their imagination, their creativity. And this is just a nice, fun person to be around. Somebody that's going to open up your emotions, somebody that's going to bring out your creativity and just encourage, you know, that sensitive side of you as well. So very encouraging person. It's the kind of person that when you're around them, you know, it makes you feel safe, going within yourself and feeling what you need and want to feel, and feeling things that maybe you wouldn't want to feel, but in this person's presence and by their example, you feel better about doing that. So getting you more in touch with your feelings. Okay, so let's get some traits on who this person is. Let's get some more clues about group 2's person. We've got healer, that matches that Page of Cups energy. Oops. Let me get some more cards here. These cards are not wanting to cooperate. It's annoying. We've got freckles, moles, so you're going to probably notice some freckles and some moles on this person. Okay, getting some of you, this person could be of mixed race, and I'm kind of drawn to the hue of the skin tone on this Page of Cups. But even if they have darker skin, you're still going to be able to see their freckles. Okay, I can see it very clearly. Somebody's of mixed race, but you can see like their freckles across their nose and their cheeks. Then we've got sensual. That makes sense to me as to what we saw already. This person being sensual, with the goddess energy and the femme fatale. I'm going to get these rebellious cards off the floor. I've got stubborn. I feel like this person does have a stubbornness to them sometimes. And we've got a good sense of humor, which is good. A nice rounded energy with this person. So healer, freckles, moles, sensual, stubborn, and let's see. Let's get one more card from this deck. And we have generous. Some of you, this person is younger than you. And that kind of matches because I'm getting goody two-shoes as well. Goes along with that nice guy energy. Younger than you matches that Page of Cups energy. So whether technically younger than you or just younger than you at heart, there's something childlike about this person. So we're going to finish off with the Romantic Fairies deck. Oh my god. I need to go to bed. All right. You guys send me some good vibes so that I can stop dropping the cards. There we go. So tell us more about Group 2's person that's coming in. We have love language gift giving that goes along with generous. This person's generous. It could give you a pet dog, as we can see on the card, but it makes them happy to give tokens of reciprocity, hold cherished memories, it says. So yeah, wanting to just show their affection and their appreciation for you through gifts, and that's kind of how they hallmark their cherished memories with you as well. We've got manifesting the one. This person came out as the manifester. They're manifesting you. Manifesting the one. Very soon your true love will arrive. So this person is intending to manifest their true love. And since this is the person that you're going to be with next, that would be you. We've got magnetism, and I saw this earlier when I was shuffling, so it really wanted to come out. It's talking about there is a gravitational pull to each other. It's because this person is manifesting you. So you're going to feel that pull, and you're going to go and be attracted to this person and maybe not even realize or know why. It's like things just happen synchronistically to bring you together, and it seems like it's all natural and accidental, but it isn't. This person is consciously manifesting you and knows that they're doing it. Like, I feel like a lot of them know that they're doing it, and they're doing it consciously. An odd few, it's just happening naturally. But it's happening nonetheless. You guys are aligning with this energy. So this is what I've got for you, Group 2. Thank you for tuning in. I hope that was helpful. Please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. It supports the channel, and I appreciate it. And I'm going to move on to Group 3. You can stick around for Group 3 if you feel drawn to. Otherwise, check out the playlist link down below for a different reading. And I will talk to you guys next time. Excuse me. Welcome, Group 3. Thanks for tuning into your reading. Got your Labradorite here. I'm going to put it off to the side. So we're going to find out who's coming in for you in love. Who is going to be Group 3's next boyfriend or girlfriend, or just the next person coming in for Group 3. Who is coming in for Group 3? We've got super fan, so this could be a sports fan, or they're going to be your super fan. Supportive, enthusiastic, in love, chasing, devoted, stalker. Okay? So, this is going to be somebody that is going to show you that they want you. There is not going to be ambiguity about that. They're going to come after you when they're interested. They're going to show you. They're going to chase you. Okay? They're going to be supportive, enthusiastic, your biggest fan. You can see his face radiating a smile at his girlfriend. That's how this person's going to be with you, and so that's really nice to see. Let's get another card. Group 3. We've got the Builder, creative, new habits, stability, action, strong, vital force, applying foundation. So more than likely this person is physically fit or just very strong. This person, I feel, is going to be the type that's into sports, masculine things like that, regardless of if they're a female or not. We all have masculine and feminine within us, as I've said before. This is a very masculine energy in this group. So that's what's coming through so far. This person could have very nice dark chocolate skin, like the guy on the builder card. They could work in construction. They could be a teacher, a gym teacher, or like to go to the gym. They could be Asian. We have 2 Asian people here on this card. Don't have to be, but those are some of the traits that we can see right off the bat. All right. Who is coming in for group 3? We've got Judge, okay? And we've got Hermit at the bottom. I'm thinking that some of them are a parent, because I saw single parent in the other deck, and now I'm seeing mother in this deck, or this could be somebody that you'll end up having children with. I'm hearing if you don't already, okay? So the Judge, the bright side of the Judge card is balancing justice and compassion, managing the fair distribution of power. So somebody that is kind of, I'm hearing altruistic, wanting to make sure things are fair, things are even Stevens, that kind of thing. And the shadow attributes, or on the flip side, we have offering only destructive criticism, misusing business, legal, or criminal authority. So this could be somebody that, like, that's energies that you might want to watch out for. I'm really drawn to the first sentence for some, not all of you, but that's offering only destructive criticism. So somebody that could nag or do that to their children or something like that. So what it brings to mind is like a parent that's critical and like nothing's ever good enough. Yeah, they could be that way for some of you. Hopefully not, but I tell the truth on my channel, and I'm getting that more so than what I would like. However, we're going to focus on this person does understand justice and compassion, and they have those traits as well. And we've got the Hermit energy, seeks solitude to focus intently on inner life, serves personal creativity. So this is how they become more creative, how they nourish their creativity. That's by seeking solitude and focusing on their inner life. The flip side of that is withdraw from society out of fear or negative judgment of others, refusing to help those in need. So this is somebody that retracts within themselves. People who are judgmental of others, or really judgmental or critical of others, are even more so that way toward themselves. So this person could be on the Virgo Libra cusp. They don't have to be, but this person has these tendencies, okay? So there's nothing wrong with seeking solitude if it serves their personal creativity, but some of them are a bit judgy, and you know, so, and they are mostly like kind of critical of themselves. So let's look at the next cards. We've got Mahatma Gandhi coming out, more Libra energy. And we've got Ricky Martin, Capricorn. Okay, interesting. So, this is where, remember when I was saying that we're going to focus on balancing justice and compassion, that I feel like this person does have that sense of balance. I mean, if there is any figure in history that epitomizes compassion and justice, it's Mahatma Gandhi. It's kind of like what he was known for. So we've got on the card, where you find life, there is love. So to just basically to be alive is to love and to experience love. There's love in all things. Happiness is when you are in harmony with your soul. So there is that important part of this person. It's important for them to be in harmony with themselves, hence going within and attending to their inner life, even if that means ignoring others at times. We've got forgiveness as a sign of strength. It is weak it is the weak who cannot forgive. So this person is going to be a forgiving person. And again, that's kind of a judgmental thing to say. It is the weak who cannot forgive. I mean, there's truth in it. I agree with that. But just the way that it's said, forgiveness is a sign of, you could have just stopped at forgiveness is a sign of strength, but to continue with it, it is weak to not forgive. It's kind of like an example of what I was talking about this person. But it is true, and this person understands the value of forgiveness. And when you forgive, you're giving yourself a gift, because when you're holding on to unforgiveness, then the person that you're not forgiving isn't sitting there feeling those negative emotions. You are, and that's affecting what you're attracting. That's affecting the quality of your life. So it is important to forgive, and this person understands that. With the Ricky Martin card, we've got the sexy energy coming out. I did say I think this person is into sports or fitness or something like that, maybe works a labor job. They could be into the same sex, don't have to be. But this card is saying sex is like exercise, practice, and discipline are essential. So this person is going to like to get physical and intimate with you. They're going to like that. They have a high sex drive. They're into that. They consider that their exercise. Maybe that's the exercise that I'm talking about. And then it says the crowd can go wild, but love is something only your secret heart can know. So it's like this person is saying that only their secret heart can know the love that they feel. So this is why they go within and attend to their inner world, because they want to tune out the noise of the world and the opinions of the world so that they can tune into what they need to know, so that they can really be in tune with what they're feeling inside, so that they won't be influenced in an unwanted way with regard to their heart, and with regard to love, they won't be influenced in an unwanted way by the world. So, and it's talking about a crowd, so this person could, have a lot of people around them a lot of the time. So maybe a lot of family, friends, or at their workplace. It feels like this person has like a lot of noise around them at times, maybe in what they do, and that's part of the reason they seek solitude. And then it says, keep your friends like your bathing suit tight. So this person, maybe they wear a Speedo, but no, they keep their friends tight. So like I said, they have friends, they have a good solid friends group, okay? So those are some more hints as to who this person is. So let's get some traits. This person could wear glasses. This person could be bald. These hairstyles and facial hair are hints. Includes two for many of you, tattoos on the chest and arms. I'm noticing a lot of people with the tattoos all over themselves now. I saw a picture of Justin Bieber online today. He happened to show up in my feed. He's all tatted up now too. And so, yeah, Justin Bieber's a Pisces. Somebody could be dealing with a Pisces too. But let's see what this person's traits are. We've got similar in age to you. Okay, so not too much older, not too much younger. For a lot of you, very similar in age. We've got stoic. That goes along with that judge energy, even the hermit energy. So somebody that doesn't readily like wear their heart on their sleeve or show their emotions too much. They know how to have a stiff upper lip and present themselves stoically. A little hard to read, masculine energy, tough energy, but it's kind of holding things inside, stiff upper lip. Tell us again, like, more about this person. I'm being guided to put that down and grab some more. Grab some from here as well. We've got good with children, and I did mention that I thought that this person has children or a child. Either way, they're good with children. We've got leader of the pack. They could be an Aries or have that strong in their chart, or just is the leader of their friends group, leader of the pack energy kind of thing. Could be a cardinal sign. So yeah, Cancer, Aries, Libra, Capricorn, strong Capricorn coming out here. We've got intelligent person. We've got wavy hair. And let's get one more. Some of you could be dealing with a famous person or a very popular person, a locally famous person, don't have to be, or this person will be this, okay? Since this is the next person you're going to be dealing with or coming into your life romantically, this person could be well known. Social justice warrior, so that makes sense with the justice card. We've got serious at the bottom of the deck. They really have a serious side to them. They could be political activists, or they're just really into social justice, making sure that fairness reigns, and that people are getting treated fairly and the way that they should be treated. Did I get you guys, I did not get you a tarot card yet, so let's get a tarot card for you guys. All right. Who's coming in for group 3? Excuse me. We've got the Queen of Wands, strong areas with some Pisces as well as Sagittarius and Leo. So it could be a fire sign female or have that strong in their chart. Then we've also got the Five of Pentacles. Underneath that, the Devil card. So again, more Capricorn energy. And the Five of Pentacles is material trouble. Okay. Mercury and Taurus. So this person could be struggling financially or suffered some other sort of loss. That's what's coming out with that. With the spiritual energy of Mahatma Gandhi and Hermit, you know, stereotypically when we think of very spiritual people, we think of somebody that doesn't need a lot of material goods, doesn't need a lot of money. I personally feel like that's shifting, and it should shift because money is spiritual energy too, and spiritual people need money as well. With money comes resources, and that's important to do good in the world too. But this person still is coming across like if they are in this hermit energy and this justice warrior energy, they could work for like a nonprofit organization, but if they did, they'd be in a leadership position. They're not getting paid terribly well. Okay, so that's coming through with this person. The Queen of Wands is a very sexy, warm, attractive energy. This is the wife of the deck. For me, it's especially the wife of the deck. Like all the queens can and are, you know, wives except for the Queen of Swords, which is why she's so cranky. She's the widow of the deck or the divorcee. But either way, I'm really getting like wifey vibes from this person, this Queen of Wands. Okay. So maybe if you're estranged from your wife or your husband, because again, we all have masculine and feminine, and I could be talking about a man here, though they're embodying the Queen of Wands. In fact, I associate Arnold Schwarzenegger with the Queen of Wands energy. And he's like super masculine, like hyper masculine. But I also associate the Myers-Briggs INTG with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and well, actually, he is an INTG, and I associate INTG with the Queen of Wands. So that's what I'm saying. You know, just because it's a woman on the card doesn't mean that it can't be talking about, you know, a man. Okay, so this is a reasonable, independent person. This is somebody that's like her divine counterpart or the King of Wands, her soulmate. But instead of showing off, she like holds herself to a high professional and ethical standard. So she's not really a show off. She's consistent. You know, once she starts a project or something, you know, she really follows it through. She could be a perfectionist. She is somebody that, you know, that perfectionism can get out of control. And she can be slick or like a little sly or I guess sly is just another word of like another way of saying like sneaky or clever, but she's also very intriguing. She can have ulterior motives just like anybody else, but you know, she's sexy and seductive. So I was talking about pretty privilege in one of the previous groups. I feel like this person might not have pretty privilege, but I feel like regardless of if they don't have a lot of material resources, there is this air of them being privileged in some way, maybe just in their own mind, which is a good way to be, because if you emit that vibration, then the universe is going to conform to that and make you privileged. But this is what this person's coming across as: charismatic, confident, commanding, all the things we associate with this energy with the Queen of Wands. So very attractive. Confidence is the big thing with this person. Very full of life, very warm, passionate, and just that has this ability to uplift and motivate others. Very inspirational, very strong, very fire sign energy type of thing. Just determined, and all the things that I already talked about. With we're just basically describing the fire sign energy. So this person could be working, I feel like, in the arts or management, or like I said, a nonprofit with this Five of Pentacles. But whatever they do bring creativity to it. So this is a person that's able to guide others and lead others. And I think this person is going to make you feel empowered and encouraged to embrace your own strengths and confidence, because that is what the fire sign energy does. That's what this energy does. Very independent, going to pursue their goals. Like, even if they're in a relationship, they're still going to pursue their individual goals and have a life of their own. And we're dealing with somebody that is very confident despite this lack of resources, which is undeniably here with this Five of Pentacles. So I'm trying to figure out what that energy is exactly with this person. I think it has to do with what I already said with the Mahatma Gandhi and the Hermit energy. Like the Queen of Wands is the counterpart to the King of Wands, and we often say, or I often say, that the King of Wands is somebody that focuses more on their hobbies. They're not like some of the other kings. They're not like the King of Pentacles, who like material possessions, money, and things like that are very important to them. It is important to them, and it can be, and they usually are well-to-do, but they usually tend to be like middle class versus upper class. They tend to like to redirect their energy to hobbies and personal pursuits, as opposed to spending all their time earning money. Like, this person is building something for themselves with the Builder card, but a lot of them use what they're building, like they do it part-time. Their job is not their main focus, or if it is, it's something that allows them to be creative regardless of if it doesn't pay very well. Okay, or it lets them focus on their hobbies as opposed to making the decision to choose a profession just because of the social status that it will bring them, or the material status, or the money. Like, that's not why they choose something. So that's what I'm feeling here because of the Five of Pentacles. So this is somebody that has experienced hardship, lack. They might not have everything, that some other people, in their age group or in their walk of life would have. So they've been maybe unsupported or less supported by other people. So they've experienced more challenge, or they're just feeling that way or being that way when you meet them. So there is some maybe emotional challenges as a result of that, because that's the whole thing. Is Maslow's pyramid of needs, where you have to have your basic needs covered before you can really thrive and open up and expand and realize your full potential. And this person can get crabby because their real potential has not been realized, because unfortunately they're too much in survival mode. So that's where humanity needs to and is shifting out of survival mode so that we can realize our full potential, because nobody should be in survival mode. The world's too abundant for that. There's no excuse at this point. Empirically, logically speaking, looking at the big picture, there's just no excuse for that. This person happens to be living according to their ideals, which is great and noble, but also it's costing them. And so it's making them feel maybe isolated, financially strained, going through some tough times emotionally. It's affecting their emotions. So they could exude kind of an energy of like loneliness, or sadness or just a distress here, get depressed as well because of these issues with related to, you know, the lack of money or resources. So this person could also have come up in a challenging environment or be in a challenging environment when you meet them, but they rise above because they're the Queen of Wands. Like, I don't know if they would regret what they've been through because it has made them into who they are, like regardless, or they're just continue to shine like the fire flame that they are despite these hardships. Like, nobody can put enough dirt on them to put them out because their flame is too strong, but yet it is taking a toll on them. This person could work in social work or crisis management. You know, they could work with people who are struggling even worse than they are. This person could use their own struggles from their past or their experiences to help other people. So this person really does like work that is a passion, like a passion project or a labor of love. It has to align with their ideals. So yeah, it just feels like there's a lot of limitations on this person. It's like less than ideal circumstances that you're going to run into with this person, especially materially speaking. But they do feel a lot of empathy for others. They're going to feel a lot of empathy for you. So maybe if you're struggling, as a lot of people are, you know, this person's going to be able to empathize with that. And they really want to support you and help you out and like give you the shirt off their back is what I'm hearing, even if they don't have much. If you're their love, and you're going to be, because you're the next person that they're going to be with, that you're going to be with, you're going to be with them, you're going to want to help each other out, and this person's going to have compassion and understanding for any hardships that you're going through as well. Okay, so it's just important to this person to have support and to give support, and I feel like this person does have a community of support, whether from family, friends, or both. I'm hearing neighbors as well. There are people that look out for this person, so it's not like they're completely struggling with no help, maybe in the past, but it looks like, you know, they do have support somewhere, and hopefully they're going to have that support from you as well. So let's finish off with the romantic fairies. Who is this person coming in for group 3? We've got dreams come true. Have faith, your rainbow will come smiling through. So somebody with a lot of faith, like regardless of their hardships, regardless of their self-criticism, regardless of anything that they see or go through, they are a dreamer, and their dreams are coming true. They feel like you are going to be a dream come true for them. And this is a sign that this person's going to be a dream come true for you. So just have faith that your rainbow will come smiling through. We've got perfect match, because regardless of how it might seem, this person is the perfect match for you. So you complete each other in the most harmonious way. So you bring harmony to each other's lives. You could actually look alike. You know how they say sometimes that couples end up looking alike, or they do look alike. I've seen many, many pictures of couples, whether they've been together a long time or not, really resembling each other, or having key features that stand out that they share and that they both have. So I feel like that could be the case. So being a perfect match physically in terms of how you look, but also like life-wise and relationship-wise. And we've got the bottom of the deck, physical connection, the sacred union of bodies, two becoming one. So this person does like to get physical. That is something that they like to do. We saw that with the Ricky Martin card, and maybe their love language is physical touch. Maybe it's yours. Maybe that's one of the ways you're going to be a perfect match. So it's going to be a dream come true in the bedroom, perhaps. Then underneath, I'm drawn to disguise. Some elements of this relationship are hidden. I feel more like that has to do with what I was talking about. The Queen of Wands can be sly or clever, especially when it comes to like getting her way. So I feel like that's what this is talking to. This is about being intriguing. So she doesn't like emotionally and romantically wear all of her cards on her sleeve. So there is something intriguing about her. She could be wearing a mask. Your person coming in could be wearing a mask or be intriguing, be sly, but I don't feel like this is a problem. I feel like this is, you're going to have clarity on the game that you guys are playing. It's going to be kind of fun. It's going to be romantic. It's going to be your thing. It's going to be sensual, pleasurable. I feel like this is just one aspect of the personality that's coming through. It's just kind of reminding us that this person does have a sly, intriguing side to them. You know, even though they can seem very much like you know, they wear their heart on their sleeve, or they're very open or extroverted or something like that. In reality, they do have this side to them that they do keep to themselves, but they're going to share it with you, but on their own terms, okay? Because this is a passionate person. This person is going to bring a passionate romance into your life. I feel like this is talking about having a loyal and loving partnership, and it can be maybe a little rocky at times, but I'm not really picking that up right now. Instead, I am picking up that this is a dream come true. So this is what I've got for you, group 3. Please hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate you tuning in. This is all I've got for you. And so if you'd like that private reading, contact me. My information is in the description box. And I will talk to you guys next time. Thanks for watching.